Greetings, music lovers and enthusiasts. Joining me now outside the rehearsal venue for the flute recital, which is going to happen on the 1st of February 2017, is Stefan Reti, flautist. So, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you very much. First time in South Africa, just wonderful.
Wow, it's wonderful. Where are you from?
I'm from France. I was born in the Atlantic coast in the region which is called Bretagne, and I studied in Paris in the conservatory in Paris.
Enjoying yourself? You're enjoying yourself in South Africa so far?
As a life of?
In South Africa because it's your first time here.
Yes,
You know, it's your first time here. You just said, "Is it? Are you enjoying it so far?"
yes, very much. Yeah, it's so exciting every time to discover a new country, new people, and I love it. Yeah.
How did you hear about the Johannesburg International Mozart Festival? How did you know about it?
I was actually contacted by Florian Uli, and he invited me. He asked me if I could be free for the duration of the festival in February, at the end of January and February, and I found this project very exciting, and tried to organize myself, and it was possible. Yeah, I'm very happy to be here.
Let's talk about your passion as a flute player. When did you start playing the flute, first of all, and then secondly, how did you manage to keep that passion for playing the flute?
Well, I wanted to play the piano, but my parents didn't have enough money to buy a piano, so I don't know why, but I was very attracted by the flute, and I started. I was 10, I think. I was 10 years old, and then I went to school, and before I was 18, I was in a school where on the day was divided in two. The first half was for mathematics and languages and everything, physics and so. And the afternoon was for music, analyze, history, playing, of course, orchestra and chamber music, and it was just fantastic. And then I continue, and I decided to try to be a professional musician, but actually the life decided. And then I studied in the conservatory in Paris, and yeah, and since then I get a first job in an orchestra in France, and then I get another job in Switzerland in the orchestra in Basel in Switzerland, and I'm teaching in Germany in Dresden, and playing also old music, ancient music, and so. And about the way to continue, I think it's part of my life. I cannot change. I need to play.
That's a very interesting story that you're giving us. Stefan, talk us through the concert that's going to happen on the 1st of February. What are you going to be giving the audience that is going to be there?
So the first piece we will play is a piece from François de Vienne. François de Vienne, he was called the French Mozart. He's almost the same, a little bit younger as Mozart, but of course, he was very influenced. He knew the music of Mozart, and he was very influenced by Mozart. And he created the Conservatory of Paris, where I studied 250 years later. And so we will play, the first piece will be a sonata from François de Vienne. Then we will play a sonata from Francis Poulenc, which is a piece from the 20th century. Then Antoine will be playing a piece for piano solo from Debussy with a traditional French song mixed in the music of Debussy. Then we will play the first sonata from Gabriel Fauré. Actually, the original is for violin, but I did a transcription for flute. And we will be finishing with the variation about Carmen from Bizet, with the famous habanera, famous melody from Carmen. So it's a French music program, and almost on the 250 years. In the period is very bright, and this was my choice to offer something bright and from the 18th century until the 20th century.
We can't wait. We really can't wait. So, lastly, let's talk about, because us at JIMF with Gusto, we kind of put emphasis on artists and musicians that are up and coming, people that are trying to build their craft and trying to perfect their craft as well. So, to that person who's watching us right now and is a flautist or wants to be a flautist and wants to push on and carry on with what they want to do, what advice would you give them as Stefan? What advice would you give to that person who's watching us right now, saying that I want to do this? What can I do to make sure that I can get to that next level?
Good question. Hard to say. One part is very private. I think it's like biological. You don't control, you don't know why you're attracted by the, I don't know, what, the sport or something. So it should be from the beginning a part of yourself. Then I think something very important is the curiosity. Be curious. Go and listen. A lot of different types, a lot of different style of music from every country. Look to develop your interests in what are doing the other people and in other culture. Of course, when we precise and we go on the flute, I would say listen to the singers, because most of our music we play is inspired by the voice. And I think it's very important to listen to singers, to go to the opera, and of course listen to the other people, and practice a lot. a lot. A famous French actor, he said that what is the talent, and he said talent is 95% work and 5% work.
Look, as they say, practice makes perfect. So Stefan said practice, practice, practice. Stefan, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much. And see you maybe on a Wednesday night.
Yes, we will be there. Thank you so much. Hey, the concert is Wednesday, the 1st of February 2017 at Northwoods House, starting at 7:30, I presume?
Yeah.
Okay, 7:30, that's where it's happening. If you don't have your tickets yet, go to CompuTicket or visit www.join-mozart-festival.org.